The Nasdaq 100 is ready for a move down, y'all. And listen, I'm just going by what the chart is telling me. It's not that we've gotten bad news or good news, right? Some of the stuff on the banks, we waiting on that. But listen, I am a technical analysis trader, and I want to show you guys what I'm seeing on the charts, where we are at, where I have my support and resistance lines, and some confluence I've seen across the Nasdaq 100 equities. And I just want to show you guys exactly what I'm seeing. And of course, can I be wrong? Yes, but I mean, it's the stock market. I'm just trying to play the game. And if I'm wrong on this analysis, I'm just going to reload the clip and I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm going to take it again. So of course, don't take any of the advice on this channel as a recommendation. All views are my own, and information on this channel are for educational and informational purposes only. This is not financial advice and should not substitute for financial advice from a professional. So yes, y'all see I got the QQQ chart on my like up here. I use TradingView. I love this platform. But what I'm trying to show you guys is, since the beginning of the year, let's say we would have got in on January 3rd, right at the close of January 3rd, because we felt, hey, the market's going to be bullish for 2023, you would have seen an 18% gain from the bottom to the peak, right to those two top wicking candles up there. You would have seen about 18%. Let's say you ended up getting out a little bit later. You would have got out, let's say you got out today, you would have got a 16% return on your money since the beginning of the year. Now, we're not here to talk about that though. What I'm here to talk about is the fact that this is where I have my supply zone. In between 312, 307, somewhere up here, I have a supply zone there. And y'all see this resistance line that I've had drawn here from way back here, right? So I felt like here we ended up coming down, touching the support line and had that bounce. We ended up hitting it again down here. And even though we broke through it, we ended up rocketing past it. And that's really why I have my support and resistance. That's really why I have my supply zone there, is because of the fact that we've come in here so many times and either bounced or rejected off here. And this is a pretty significant level. Then back in 2022, we ended up coming down, and in June, that was our resistance. We ended up failing from there and coming back down and touching around 281. So right now, I'm expecting a move here. I am expecting this to continue making its way down, using that as resistance and making a move back down into the 290, possibly 281 zone. So I am aligning myself to be bearish here. And the reason that I'm so confident in this is because of the fact that when you look at the SPY, we'll go over here, we'll just check this out. You guys see that there's a small discrepancy here, right? The two are looking a little different. Let's bring this up on the chart and show you guys side by side. So when you guys look at how these are lining in the chart, the SPY is still in this downtrend, but you guys see that there's a bearish engulfing candle here. And the fact that we have these two top wicking rejections, right? Here we ended up getting a bullish engulfing candle, and it almost seems like the SPY might end up picking up some momentum, right, according to the MACD, but the QQQ has definitely changed. And the reason that I'm so confident in this as well is because of the fact that the banks were holding up today. And so if the banks are holding up, that's a good sign. So if we don't get no bad news from the banks, then that means that the SPY can definitely hold up and money will continue to flow back into the banks. What I think we saw last week was money was flowing out of the banks and into technology, and that's why we saw the huge run up while this stuff in SIVB has been going down. It's been kind of curious how the QQQ hasn't really been hurt while the banks have been plummeting. Then another thing that we got, and the reason why I think we have this diversion between the QQQ and the SPY, is the fact that energy was up crazy today, and that held up the SPY, right? The Nasdaq is only going to be held up by tech stocks. So let's look at something like Apple. Apple, I've been having my eye on. It's been a huge stock this year. It's been running up since the beginning of the year, been holding up well. You guys know that when Apple falls, most of the market falls. And understand that we got another bearish engulfing candle here, two top wicks rejections. I had 157 as our support. As our resistance. So right now I'm either looking for it to come back and use this as support or just completely fail through it. I don't really like the support level. We bounced off it a few times, but for the most part, I really do think that this is a lot stronger at this bottom level, using it as resistance. So I am expecting off this huge rejection here for it to make its way back down to 153, possibly retest it there, but I do expect it to break that. Then we have Microsoft. Let's go and look at this chart as well. Microsoft, again, bearish engulfing candle, and it just wicked across that 282 level. So I'm expecting a huge move down there. Let's take a look at something like Meta. Right now, we are approaching a huge supply area, right? The 208 area, I feel like that's a pretty big supply area. We could possibly end up using 198 as some support, but right now Meta has definitely been on a crazy run, and we still have a couple of gap fills to fill on that. We also have a gap fill to fill way up here, but I don't think that we make that move that suddenly. Then we also have Netflix. Netflix is another stock that has been going crazy. Right now, it hit a little supply zone here. You guys can see we touched here, we touched here, touched over here again, touched over here again. So you guys can see how we've used that area multiple times. We just rejected off of there, and I'm expecting it to follow suit with the rest of the QQQ. Anyways, y'all, this is all I have for y'all today. I hope y'all appreciate this analysis. Let me know down in the comments if y'all like this type of content. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe for more future content. But yeah, y'all see how I'm positioning myself this week, so y'all already know it's your favorite investor. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.